YouTube, got a couple questions about pricing, so I'm gonna start this off with pricing. LS and transmission, basically got it for like 200 bucks. I got that 2000 Suburban a while back. In this video, picked that Suburban up for 600 bucks, sold a bunch of parts and the Suburban itself, got around 400 bucks back, so I consider this about $200. Alright, next is the oil pan. Got this for 253 bucks off of Amazon. And it's the GM Performance oil pan. A lot of this stuff I might not remember exactly where I got it, but I'll do my best to... I can put it in a comment if you comment it and you really want it, but I'm probably not going to put it in the description. Engine lift plate, I know that sucker was off of eBay. That was 12 bucks right there. It was a carbureted lift plate. Just get any of the cheapest lift plates you could find and drill the holes out. Okay, torque converter. Didn't really need this, but was recommended it by a freaking LS scientist due to the weight of the S10. It's already in there. I'll show a picture of it. But that sucker was 89 bucks. It's like a 1800 to 2200 stall. I don't know, that's really your call if you want that or not. Don't really need it. The gasket set I got was 43 bucks. That was Amazon, I believe, and it came with the rear cover gasket, front cover gasket, and oil pan gasket. I did not end up using the oil pan gasket because the oil pan came with a new gasket. Also, gasket set came with water pump gaskets too. Like metal ones and these little, I don't know, like fiber ones or whatever the heck. This oil pan thing, but I don't need that because I got the new oil pan, this big old floppy O-ring, don't know what that is. The EGR and EVAP block off plates came in a 3-pack, but the other one goes on the header or exhaust manifold. Motor mounts, paid 109 bucks for these suckers, came with the frame mounts and engine mounts and all the bolts. Starter, I paid 40 bucks for this bad mamma jamma, brand new. Brand ECCPP off of Amazon. The headers, paid 120 bucks for these guys, and this is the reason I don't need the other plate, block off plate. And got those off of Amazon. Starter, also motor mounts, all off Amazon. Alright, so coil packs. 2 of them were on the motor. One of them is busted right down here. All busted down there. So I got this one in a deal. I got this other stuff from this guy for a $100 bill. And that was a Craigslist deal. Along with those coil packs, I got this starter. And these valve covers right here, this one's alright, but this one is like cracked, or like the stud got snapped off of there. So there's a hole in it now. Facebook Marketplace, 30 bucks. These guys, they weren't painted, I painted them. Almost forgot, front trans seal for this guy, 5 bucks. And I had to buy a front trans seal puller. It was just a seal puller for 8 bucks, Harbor Freight, because it was pretty hardcore in there. Paint, I have like 20 bucks in paint in this thing. And I've only painted this so far. So that's pretty cool. I have the other paint sitting in there. I have to clean this whole thing still and paint it, but yeah, I have plenty of paint. Almost forgot the S10. 250 bucks for this thing. It's a donor vehicle, but I guess you can price that at whatever the heck you want because you're gonna put it in whatever you want. A couple other little things. You need an oil pressure sensor adapter. Some people don't really use this guy. Some people like to wire in to the harness, and I'll put a screenshot here of what you can use. Here's what they look like. Oil pressure sensors on the right. Some other things that I will need that I do not have at the moment. I need to get the VATs removed off of the computer, and that'll be about $100 at least. And I need to jack with the transmission cross member. Don't know what that'll take. Probably just some angle iron if anything. Figure out my drive shaft situation. Don't know what that's gonna be like. Also need valve cover and intake manifold gaskets. Guessing probably around 40 bucks for those suckers. I don't know. Check eBay. I'm sure there's some things that I'm forgetting right now. It'll just be a list at the end. But it's just over $1,000 total, including the vehicle. There's a quick list of what I've got so far. The LS, all that junk, even the S10 in this corner. So currently all the junk I have is $1,354. I still need $200 to $300 worth of stuff is what I'm guessing. So a couple gaskets for the valve covers and intake manifold. Need the vats removed from the ECU, and a trans mount for the 4L60E. Also, I'm gonna need exhaust and oil and all that junk, so I'm guessing $200 to $300 more, and I should have about a $1,600 LS swap.